here is like a night and day difference with my Bible, of course. Come on. And like I open up to a random page just to like start. Like I don't know where I was going in this Bible, but I stopped and read one of these headings, and it said, "Carry one another's burdens," and I was like, whoa, because that's what it feels like with what I'm experiencing right now. And it says, "Brethren, if a man be overtaken in a fault, ye which are spiritual, restore such an one in the spirits of meekness." So basically, if a person is like going through something, they're overtaken in a fault. Ye which are spiritual, those who are spiritual, restore such an one in the spirit of meekness, considering thyself, lest thou also be tempted. Bear ye one another's burdens, bear another's burdens, and so fulfill the law of Christ. For if a man think himself to be something when he is nothing, he deceiveth himself. That's crazy. For if a man think of himself to be something when he is nothing, he deceiveth himself. Crazy. But let every man prove his own work, and then shall he have rejoicing in himself alone and not in another. For every man shall bear his own burden. It's different, but it's similar to what I'm going through. But what I really saw was that if someone who's overtaken in a feeling, I saw the NLT version as well, New Living Translation version as well, so I could you don't get all of that. I didn't get all of this understanding from this one, King James version, yeah. But what I understood is that if someone's going through something, if someone's in sin, if someone's going through something, first of all, don't think of yourself as too important to be there for them, especially those who are spiritual. Be there for them. But then it said something like everybody, and then it went in a different direction. Those of you, everyone's responsible for their own work. And I got first of all, don't even be oh, that's an older guy playing soccer, that's good. It said something like, oh my gosh, take accountability for your own work and your own sin and your own lack of work even. So even just thinking about my dad and how it feels hard to do certain things because I'm trying to lift him up. The same thing I did with a friend of mine that was going through a hard time. I'm trying to lift him up so that the time we spend together feels better. And then also I don't want to see that. I don't want to see sadness. I'm not also gonna leave you to it. If you were someone I didn't have a relationship with, I'd probably leave you to it, because I already have this relationship with you. It's okay, we're on the phone the same amount of time we usually are, but now it's more depressing. This is beautiful. And it's making me think of this right here where it says everyone should take accountability for their own work. Okay. But let every man prove his own work, and then shall he have rejoicing in himself alone and not in another. For every man shall bear his own burden. The other translation really, drives this home. But this is so beautiful. These two trees, bro, are gonna do it for me. They act as a frame. It's so wow. Sitting right in front of it. Wow. I must be a frame as well on the other side of this. But man, everything else is a little darker or whatever. But then here is just so vibrant and light. And people playing, people sitting and chilling. This makes me think of yes, those of you who are really helping people around you, of course, course, but be careful not to be overtaken by that same sin. Be careful not to be dragged down by that same sin. I might have asked myself how to be there for someone while also not being overtaken by that same feeling that they're experiencing. Probably because there are certain parts of the Bible that I have highlighted and stuff like that already, without having reading the whole Bible yet. Dang, to watch a live stream in this environment, this is crazy. I tried not to. I didn't do this on purpose, but I guess I did. But I didn't bring any of my other camera gear because I didn't want to make this place work. I didn't want to tie work to this, or just productivity here. What? No. If I'm gonna watch live streams, I'd rather do it here. This is cool. So, back to that thing I wanted to say. Make sure to not be overtaken by the same thing. And you are responsible for your own doing. So I could say all I want, like, oh my gosh, this person is depressing. And I don't like them having impact over the things I do. But at the end of the day, whether I move or not is up to me. Whether I take what this person is giving me or not, it's pretty much up to me, and I'm here. In the same type of place I would be in Gainesville, bro. This is actually really nice. Gainesville's kind of closed off, but this is you have benches, you have a community park. I need to go out to Depot Park more. But this is nature. I have to find parks like this where it's you can see people living their lives, and you're among them and you're chilling. This is cool. I'm not responsible for his feeling of stagnation, and no one's responsible for my feeling of, oh, she's sad. I can hear it in her voice. Oh, she didn't go to Spain. Oh, I feel bad. No one's responsible for that, and that's okay. But I especially am not responsible for my dad's, I want him so bad to go do it, whatever it is he wants. But he needs something different. He needs the Lord. I need the Lord. Man, that's so crazy. Because it's through Jesus that all the things that I said I wanted, I do want. I'll get to do it. And I'll get to feel like I deserve it. Because Christ says, you are beautiful as you are right now. God says, I love you right now. We humans say, not yet. We don't deserve it yet. We're not going to talk to that person yet. We don't deserve it yet. That friend group, I used to look at people in friend groups and be like, we would be such good friends if they knew my humor. And so on my end, I'm like, wow, they're so funny. But on their end, they never even got to hear me talk anyways. So I'm trying to insert myself, thinking this is the perfect group for me. They don't even know me. They don't even know how I feel about them. They don't know. And so months pass, and then I'm finally comfortable, and I try so hard to insert. It's awkward. Fall short. So awkward. We humans say, I say, I'm not good enough yet. Wait till I get the tattoo. I don't want tattoos. At least not right now. I don't think I'm ready for it. Because I want to make sure that I'm not making anything else my Lord. I'm not doing anything for I don't want to glorify anything right now other than God. And through God, He will tell me what's up. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want to do anything that's okay, I'm glorifying this place. I'm glorifying this status. I don't want to glorify anything like that. But yeah, through Him, I realized, wow, all the things I wanted they're not, it's weird. their beautifulness or like their glamour on the outside has toned down now that I see God's hand in my filmmaking career, if you will, my storytelling career, my storytelling life. Like, now that I see his hand in it, the glamour has gone down, but the fulfillment has gone up. When I see filmmaking, I see me with the tats. I look like a filmmaker. I wear glasses, popped collar. I look cool. I look eccentric. Now I see myself as I am, telling my crew hi. So I didn't write a script, but I have the theme of today. If y'all want to rock with that, and then laughing and accepting that, us being alike in that way, and God having everything to do with that, because we could have had any other set of people who are used to having a rule book, used to having a script, and other people who aren't. Like, you feel me? Just certain things, it's like, okay, that's God, because I could have sat next to anyone in this class. Interesting. Interesting. Anyways, I'm gonna lie down and just try watching a stream, a YouTube stream real quick. Keep watching my Bible, watching my Bible. It is, in a way, it's entertainment. It's entertainment. Okay, we are God's children, Galatians 4. Now I say that the hair, as long as he is a child, differeth nothing from a servant, though he be Lord of all, but is under tutors and governors until the time appointed of the Father. Interesting. Even so we, when we were children, were in bondage under the elements of the world. Facts. But when the fullness of the time was come, God sent forth his Son, made of a woman, made under the law, to redeem them that were under the law, that we might receive the adoption of sons. And because ye are sons, God hath sent forth the Spirit of his Son into your hearts, crying, Abba, Father. Wherefore, thou art no more a servant, but a son, and if a son, then an heir of God through Christ. Interesting. Therefore, you are not a servant, but a son. And if you're a son, then you're a child of God through Christ. Crazy. I love that logic. Howbeit then, when ye know not God, ye did service unto them which by nature are no gods. Interesting. I don't know what that means. But now, after that ye have known God, or rather are known of God. Interesting. How turn ye again to the weak and beggarly elements? Oh, I think I know what it is. Okay, hold on. Whereunto ye desire again to be in bondage. Whereunto do you desire again to be in bondage? I see a bee, bro. Or a wasp. Or, like, come on, bro. Leave me alone, bro. I'll walk in a second, bro. Please leave me alone, dude. Come on, leave me alone. Leave me alone, bro. Dang, bro. Leave me alone, dude. Yea, observe days and months and times and years. I am afraid of you, lest I have bestowed upon you labor in vain. Okay. Brethren, I beseech you, be as I am, for I am as ye are. Ye have not injured me at all. Ye know how through infirmity of the flesh I preached the gospel unto you at the first. And my temptation, which was in my flesh, you despised not, nor rejected, but received me as an angel of God, even as Christ Jesus. Interesting. and temptation was in my flesh, and you didn't despise me for it, nor rejected me for it, but you received me as an angel of God, even as Christ Jesus. Just like Christ Jesus. Interesting. Where is then the blessedness you speak of? For I bear you record that if it had been possible, ye would have plucked out your own eyes, and have given them to me. Interesting. I am therefore become your enemy, because I tell you the truth. They zealously affect you, but not well. Yeah. They would exclude you, that ye might affect them. Interesting. But it is good to be zealously affected, always in a good thing, and not only when I am present with you. Interesting. What zealous mean? My little children, of whom I travail in birth again until Christ be formed in you. I desire to be present with you now, and to change my voice, for I stand in doubt of you. Interesting. Tell me, that desire to be under the law. Do you not hear the law? Interesting. For it is written that Abraham had 2 sons, the one by a bondmaid, the other by a free woman. But he who was of the bondwoman was born after the flesh. But he of the free woman was by promise, which things are an allegory. For these are the 2 covenants. The one formed the Mount Sinai, which gendereth to bondage, which is Agar. Hold on. But he who was of the bondwoman was born after the flesh. Born probably in sin, huh? With gendereth to bondage, which is Agar. Interesting. For this Agar is Mount Sinai in Arabia, and answereth to Jerusalem, which is now is, and is in bondage with her children. But Jerusalem, which is above is free, which is the mother of us all. For it is written, rejoice, thou barren, that bearest not, break forth.